People often talk to me about dating as older women because I get a lot of people who I work with people of all ages. So I get a lot of people who are like in their late to mid to late 30s, 40s, 50s, and sometimes up. And a lot of y'all have become really discouraged as far as the dating situation is concerned. Now I know you hear a lot of stuff out there that makes you feel discouraged in a lot of cases. Uh, but but the reality is dating is doesn't get it doesn't mean that because you get older nobody is messing with you. But what does have to happen is you have to develop new game. Some of y'all still kicking high school game, but you're 39, 40 years old and you wonder why it doesn't work. You're listening to somebody who got with their significant other in high school telling you, yeah, you need to hold out, girl. You need to wait till they get married, till you get married. And then people want to be like, oh, that's biblical. Yeah, but you got divorced. You were sleeping with people beforehand. That's not biblical. I mean, you can't, you get what I'm saying? Like, you can't try to do this balancing act where you mix and match the pieces that you want and then leave the rest. Because that's just trying to get somebody else to buy into your ideology. And that's probably not going to happen. This is what I see with a lot of older women who are struggling to get into relationships and stay in them. A lot of older women struggle because ultimately what you do is you get with somebody, you try to enjoy it, but you're desperate in a lot of cases. You feel like I'm running out of time. I got to do it now. I got to get married and all of that. And that makes it difficult for the person because they're like, wait a minute. You lived your entire life doing what you wanted to do. Now that we get together, we've been together for 6 months to a year. Now I got to be on your timeline. Now all of a sudden you want to get married and have kids and all of that. And you want to do it within a year. That's the desperation thing that makes getting older more difficult. You got to realize when you get older, this whole dating with a purpose and all this nonsense, that's not going to work because nothing has changed other than the fact that you got older. So you're trying to take your timeline and your dating situation and in most cases try to shame somebody else into falling in line with that. Try to basically get upset when they don't want to do it. This isn't going to work, and this is what makes it more difficult to date when you're older. You create this sense of urgency, and yeah, sometimes it may be your biological clock because you didn't have kids, but you got to remember these are decisions that you made already. Trying to rush forward and all that kind of stuff, you might well try to freeze your eggs or something because this rushing and all of that, all it does is make people uncomfortable because now you don't get to know them. So you're most likely going to get married and get divorced because you're going to find out a bunch of stuff about them that you don't like because all you really wanted to do was get married and have kids. It wasn't necessarily to them because you don't know them. Now you go through one marriage after another trying to speed up. You got to realize that things move at the pace that they move at. If you meet somebody at 40 years old, enjoy dating at 40, just like you would have if you were 20 years old. You'll probably get married. You're probably more likely to get married doing it that way because now you're just looking for a fun, happy relationship rather than just finding somebody and trying to make them marriage material. Oh, well, I'm 40, so this is my husband. I don't even really like him like that. We don't get along. I don't really even know his middle name, but this is hubby right here. You just trying to shoehorn somebody into a life plan. That's what I see as far as older women dating. It's not that you're older most of the time. It's just that what your agenda is makes it to where dating becomes extremely difficult. Y'all make sure y'all mash the like button. Keep hitting that like button.
Girl, you gotta hold out for at least 90 days. And then he gonna snatch you up and marry you right away. I know that's what your mother did to me. The only girl I knew that was putting out was Mary Jane Robinson. Boy, and I couldn't get her because everybody was trying to smash that. So I went on ahead and settled down with your mother. And we've been happy ever since. You know, happy-ish. What's up? It's your man, ChazzEllis. And I know you're tired of this old 1965 game that only works if you marry your high school sweetheart. So make sure you click the link below and check out my masterclass, How to Get Them to Chase You.